Two federal judges ruled the Trump administration must tap into billions in emergency funds to at least partially cover food stamp benefits in November. Follow this channel, Channel TV, for more updates on international news. Two federal judges require Trump administration to use emergency funds to partially cover food stamp benefits. Two federal judges said Friday that the Trump administration must tap into billions of dollars in emergency funds to at least partially cover food stamp benefits for tens of millions of Americans in November. The rulings from judges in Massachusetts and Rhode Island reject a controversial U.S. Department of Agriculture claim that it could not use a contingency fund, which the agency says has $5.3 billion remaining in it, to help cover the benefits amid the month-long government shutdown. Hours later, President Donald Trump said he has instructed the administration's lawyers to ask the courts how it can legally fund the benefits as quickly as possible, because the attorneys do not think we have the legal authority to pay SNAP with certain monies we have available. Even if we get immediate guidance, it will unfortunately be delayed while states get the money out, Trump posted on Truth Social Friday evening. If we are given the appropriate legal direction by the court, it will be my honor to provide the funding, just like I did with military and law enforcement pay. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, costs between $8 billion and $9 billion a month, so the judge's orders will not cover all of the needed payments for November. There is no doubt that the contingency funds are appropriated funds that are without a doubt necessary to carry out the program's operation. U.S. District Judge John McConnell in Rhode Island said, "The shutdown of the government through funding doesn't do away with SNAP, it just does away with the funding of it." During proceedings Friday, McConnell said he was ordering the government to use the contingency fund to ensure at least some benefits could be distributed. There is no doubt, and it is beyond argument, that irreparable harm will begin to occur, if it hasn't already occurred, in the terror it has caused some people about the availability of funding for food for their family, he said. In a written ruling released Saturday, McConnell wrote that the administration must make a partial payment to SNAP beneficiaries using the contingency funds by Wednesday. But he wrote the USDA should, within its discretion, find additional funds to provide full benefits to recipients. If the agency chooses this option, it must make the full payment by the end of Monday, as making the full payment is simpler than calculating partial payments. In his ruling, McConnell also responded directly to Trump's comments Friday, writing, "The court greatly appreciates the president's quick and definitive response to this court's order and his desire to provide the necessary SNAP funding." McConnell's ruling during a hastily scheduled hearing came minutes after U.S. District Judge Indira Talwani in Boston made a similar order. Both judges, appointees of President Barack Obama, also said that USDA is allowed to tap into another bucket of money of nearly $17 billion to pay November SNAP benefits in full. But that decision is currently up to the administration. Though Talwani stopped short on Friday of requiring the administration to tap into the contingency fund, she said the USDA was required to use money in that rainy day fund to partially cover November benefits, and gave it until Monday to decide whether it would use only those funds or also dip into a separate pot of money. This court has now clarified that defendants are required to use those contingency funds as necessary for the SNAP program. And while these contingency funds reportedly are insufficient to cover the entire cost of SNAP for November, defendants also may supplement the contingency funds by authorizing a TR